are having a good day. Thank you for redeeming first, Alicorn. Hello. Thank you for redeeming second, Jinx. Good to see you. And hello, Godric. Hello. So I have an MRI at 4 o'clock. So I have a limited amount of time. Not unlimited, a limited. Thank you, subtitles. How am I doing? I'm struggling. My tummy's being extra angy today. And so I was gonna start streaming an hour ago. But tummy do tummy things, so we're gonna work on sorting meds together. Yes, angry tummy does suck. I have IBS, and I take a medication that prevents the IBS from being as bad as it normally is. And I missed 2 of those meds yesterday. I know, shame on me. And so I'm paying for it today. I take that medication 4 times a day. This is why sorting meds into my med containers are important. Because then I won't miss the meds. Yeah. It's an antispasmoid, so it relaxes my guts. Prevents them from going all, like, angy, like they're doing right now. But I figure we can do some co-tasking and then play the new comfort game I have right now, which is cat mail. We'll get back to Stardew soon, I promise. For anyone who's waiting for that. I also have another game that I was gifted that's a frog game called Frog Song. It's an RPG frog game that I'm going to be playing on stream as well because it is adorable looking. So we're gonna get into that as well eventually. I would like to try and come up with a more solidified schedule, or like some more generalized like consistency with what games I'm playing and stuff, which is really difficult when I don't know how I'm gonna feel on any given day when I get up. But that is for future Garrow. Right now, current Garrow has got meds to fill. Yeah, scheduling is a difficult time, especially when like you're trying to schedule something and you don't actually have like control over everything. Because like I'll wake up some days and my body's just like, you don't get to leave the bed. And then I'm like, okay, I guess I don't get to leave the bed. I can't stream from bed. That'd be neat though. Oh. But I never plan direct dates with anyone. Most times, body sometimes just says no. Exactly. When you have chronic pain, chronic illness, and chronic fatigue, your body sometimes says no at the most inopportune times. what I wanted to do today was to do my meds and then to work on my medical binder. But that's not happening because I can't string brain together long enough. But I can still, like, go over stuff. Body, why you won't rest now? I can't catch mail. Exactly. Or I can't now, rather. So the reason that I'm creating a medical binder is kind of twofold. One, obviously, like, I know my schedules on meds. I know my medications I take. I know the diagnoses that I have and all of that. But and Azure takes care of me, so he knows all of those things. But if something were to happen to Azure where, like, he gets hospitalized or I need someone else to take care of me, I want to have something that they can just look at and be like, okay, I know that these are the days that Garrow would prefer to, shower. These are the days that these are the times in which Garrow has medication that they take. These are the meds they take at those times. Things like that. These are my doctors that I have and what their specialties are, their office phone numbers, etc. And then, of course, all of my diagnostics and how each of my diagnosed afflictions, I guess, affect me personally, as well as, like, my injuries and stuff that are relevant to the different, bad pain days and whatnot. So, like, for example, today I'm going to get an MRI on my wrist. I fell and caught myself with my hands, which is something that you should not do. When you fall, do not catch yourself with your hands because your wrists will most likely have a problem. Part of a bone came off of my wrist bone, one of the bones in my wrist, because of the tendon that tore it off. And so I have to go in because I'm experiencing numbness and pain in places that I shouldn't. And they need to make sure, like, hey, this is more damage than originally thought or less damage than originally thought, because x-rays don't show any other damage. So it might be the ligaments and stuff because I have HEDS, which is it's a connective tissue disorder, which includes, like, skins and stuff. My wrist feels bad just hearing that. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is painful. A medical binder sounds so useful. I hope you get it sorted as soon as then. Low-key may try to keep something like that too. A lot of stuff going on, but it sounds useful. It is useful, especially if you're going to be like... So let's say you're going to a new doctor, right? And you want to make sure that you have any information that they may ask you, like, at the ready. Sure, they can look things up in your records, which I don't know how other countries deal with it, but in the States, sometimes doctors don't look things up before they see you. Most of the time, doctors don't look up before they see you unless they are looking at certain tests and whatnot. And so I have gone into appointments where they have asked me, why I'm at the appointment, and I explain that, I have these diagnoses and how they affect me, and they will look at me like I have no idea what I'm talking about, because they have either not heard of the diagnosis in an individual as young as I am, or not known that the diagnosis has the corresponding side effects that I have experienced. I've also had doctors not believe me when I explain that I have a diagnosis, and having the original document printed out in front of me allows me to go, if you look in my medical record from this doctor on this date, this document is them diagnosing me with this condition. Because I've had people who are not, like, cardiologists, for example. I've had doctors say that I don't have POTS, which is a type of blood and heart kind of, like, disorder. that causes like fainting episodes, lightheadedness, blood pooling issues, heart rate fluctuations, and high heart rate or low heart rate. Mine is high. But I've had doctors say that I don't have it, and I'm like, but I got the diagnosis from a cardiologist who clearly knows more about the situation than you do. Because they were like, oh, you haven't had a tilt table test, which is a type of test that they use to diagnose you, or they used to use it a lot. But my fluctuations are so prominent that I don't need a tilt table test. I can go from laying down to sitting up to standing up and taking those measurements, and that alone proves it. Because I go from... Thank you, Cottage. If everyone wants to take a moment to check in with themselves, do a stretch, do a bio break, eat something, reset yourself, get something to drink, just make sure to check in. Help yourself, help you, I guess. Thank you, Cottage, for that. Doctor's not listening is wild. It's so stupid, like, especially if you go to a cardiologist and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, with how my heart rate differs. If I'm laying down, my heart rate's at 70, which is a little below average, but for laying down, it's normal. When I go from laying down to sitting up, it raises to 100 beats per minute. And that's kind of where my passive seated is at. If I go from seated to standing, it goes over 110 beats per minute. Any amount of standing and walking, it's steady unless I'm like exerting it extra. So like if I'm walking for long distances, it can get up higher than that. If I have to move quickly, it can get up higher than that. So just having those 3 plot points is more than enough, in addition to all of my next, because I got distracted. It's actually somewhat similar to moving quickly and stuff. Yeah. And like people can have different severity levels. Mine has just gone unchecked for so long because people didn't believe me. I experienced lightheadedness and elevated heart rate most of my life. But doctors were just like, oh, well, you haven't had any fainting episodes and you don't have any, issues with, them actually doing like you don't have any like any history of like fainting stuff. You can do exercise, which at the time I realize I'm closing it and it shouldn't. At the time I was still exercising like normal as a kid, although I was not very good at exercising because I have exercise-induced asthma, which is another thing that doctors are like, oh, that's, I don't know about that. It's like, well, my exercise-induced asthma flares when I have, what is it called? When I get sick. I do too, actually. It's telling me something. I'm anemic, but definitely have a heart rate and lightheadedness and stuff. God, exercising made me so ill in school. Yeah. I also have chronic fatigue issues, and the thing with POTS that a lot of people don't realize is you can't exercise yourself better with it. It actually causes more problems. Well, it can. Depends on what like your severity is. But like But like I have issues where like my hands and feet are cold more often than any other part of my body, but me learning stuff. I mean, the big thing is it affects everybody differently. Basically, POTS has like a list of symptoms that you can like look over and stuff, and you have cold part especially. Yeah. And I was always told like I have poor circulation, and that's true. It's a symptom that can be represented by POTS. Now, not everyone who has each individual symptom has, can be diagnosed that way. But it is definitely something where a lot of people take the individual symptoms and explain them away as some other thing or some normal instance, and then you never get it checked out. And some of my other issues, inflate the POTS as well. So, getting 8 hours of sleep is good for POTS because it regulates your body properly and helps to, make certain aspects, more routine. I have insomnia, which means I don't get more than, on average, 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night. And so because of that, I run into issues where I'm not getting the adequate amount of sleep I need, so then my POTS flares, and then, it's just have fun, good luck, a lot of it. Right. And the other thing that with a medical binder, right, is if you have a certain condition that flares on a regular basis, you can track that in there to give information to your corresponding doctors when you go for checkups and stuff. Because with my migraines, I don't write down every time I get a migraine or anything like that. Which I need to. I need to start writing down when I have migraines and stuff, because that is rather important, and it can help with other things. It has all the times I go to the emergency room and stuff, but that isn't every single time I have a migraine. Symptoms can cross over, but it's people will say, oh, it's blank, which doesn't always, oh, yeah, exactly. Or people make assumptions. So, one of the things that I was told by my cardiologist is I should not exercise. If I'm going to do any sort of exercising, it needs to be yoga, because it's not heart intensive. Because exercising can cause me to pass out. Hi, Azure. Yes, in temperature hell. Cold and clammy and hot, or too hot, and the heat causes increase to my POTS symptoms. And Azure, if you're listening, Grandpa wants to find out if Thursday is okay for him to come power wash the house with you. Okay, cool. I will have to call him back after stream. Or you can call him and tell him that it's fine. Accidentally put 2 pills in one spot. That would have been bad. Because that's one of the other things, right? Is you get a doctor who's like, oh, you should totally do this when it's in direct conflict with another doctor's orders because they think they know better. So, by standards of modern medicine, I am overweight. And so a lot of doctors make the assumption that my overweight is the cause of my other diagnoses, and that if I just lose weight, I won't have that problem anymore. That is not true, because I have actually had these diagnoses and their corresponding issues at multiple weights. Both what is considered overweight and what is considered what I should be at for my size, like height-wise. Same here, I'm having ankle problems right now, something my mom had, and they might put it down to weight, which is exactly. And, like, doctors choosing to write things off as weight-related is, more times than not, ableism and fat phobia. Yes, I'm saying that it can cause things to be additionally more difficult. And I'm not saying that every single time it is not weight related or it doesn't help or the weight is not compounding the issues. But if they choose to stop looking after basically telling you that your weight is the problem, they are dismissing your symptoms. Because weight can be a problem, but it also can be a symptom of another issue. It's not always a weight thing. It can cause more problems. And yes, like you said, ableism and stuff, because they stop half the time after looking. Exactly. Other times, doctors will be like, oh, well, these medications haven't worked for you, or, you know, you've been having adverse effects with these medications, so have you tried holistic methods? And it's like, I would rather use holistic methods for everything I do. Why do you think that I am here with you? It's because what I have tried and what I have been suggested to try doesn't work. But it could also be a variety of different other things too. So like, for example, I have other diagnoses. Yeah, some doctors don't care. And then you get occasional doctors who really, really care and work so hard to try and, like, get you what you need. And, like, actually get frustrated when things don't work or insurance doesn't help. Or they're just like, yes, we are not going to allow you to do the thing because we believe you should be on these other medications first, or you're too young for that issue, or medical binder, my beloved, is hella useful. Doctors noticed I have an inflammation marker in my blood test, which they say if it sticks around my next routine blood test might have some form of arthritis. If doctors try to brush me off, I'll throw the tiny vampiric fists. Exactly. It's great when you find those doctors. I have one, she went to bat for me for my surgery funding, which initially... Exactly. So in my journey to getting disability, I had a bunch of different doctors that were like, oh, well, we don't really write individual, like, notes or anything. You have to go through, like, the legal department and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, this is not going to help me. And so I went to a occupational therapist, which is someone who I worked with when I got the medical leave for my migraines when I was working. And he knew already my migraine issues. But then he looked at all of the things that have happened since I got COVID. And he's like, okay, I will write you something up. He wrote a 10-page paper about all the things that I've struggled with and all of my diagnoses and how they affect me. And basically said, in his medical opinion, I am currently incapable of performing any job functions that require me to basically exist, in any other capacity than being able to leave the job at any moment in a split second, not being having to do everything at home, having to do everything on have to have flexibility in scheduling and timing in my capacity because I don't have the ability to lift things. I don't have the ability to sit for a long period of time. I don't have the ability to stand literally for longer than a few minutes. And all of these things. And they were trying to be oh yeah, you could totally have a desk job where you don't get up from your personal computer at home and, or you could work in a customer service position, which then completely eliminates the fact that my anxiety and panic attacks, those kind of issues that I have on a regular basis. And all of these different things that they were just this doesn't affect you because our state certified psychologist that interviewed you said that, your anxiety isn't a problem and that your, this and that are not problems. And it's I'm undiagnosed autistic. I will do what you tell me to do because I feel like it is necessary, because I feel because you have authority, it's important. But, yeah. I love doctors like that. I have a record of all medical diagnosis, too. Limited capacity for work due to anxiety and depressive disorder, along with autism and ADHD. A lot of pain problems. Stupid, I can't get extra money to exist, though, because you see, place that pays me each month want to force me to work, too. Yeah, so, one of the things, I got a letter that was dated the day of my disability hearing that I basically was if you would like to try to get back to work, please contact our company. We can work with you for right away to get you back onto your feet into a job that meets your requirements and demands. And it's no, you can't. I also had someone who was oh, you could totally work a piecemeal job where they send you kits to build and then ship back and all this stuff. And it's okay, how long do they want me to work on it? A, I can't guarantee that I can work on it long term. B, I don't have the dexterity and the constant control of my hands in order to be able to do small tasks like putting together a kit of some sort or using tweezers or things like that. And on top of that, I can't guarantee that I'd be able to complete it in an acceptable amount of time and then make enough money to be able to pay all of my bills. So I don't know what you're expecting of me. They irritate me. The letters irritate me. I can't work. Exactly. So I have officially completed sorting my medications. It took me about a half an hour, which, is fine. I wouldn't have to sort 1, 4, 5, 6 different pills 7 times a day. And those are just my pills I take on a regular basis. I have meds that I take as needed, and then my migraine stuff, which I take once a month. Meds sorted, hell yeah. Now time to sort mail. Alright. Milko. Alright. So. I literally have to write more down because I'm get so confused. Yeah, exactly. So, like, the meds I take them at specific times. And if I don't either have a alarm set or... So, like, one of the meds I take... I have to take on an empty stomach. But I have to eat a half an hour after I take the medication. So... I have my meds alarm for that. And then a half an hour later when I eat, I take another set of meds that I have to take twice a day. And I have to take that particular med twice a day. It's my acid reflux med, which prevents me from dying from my own acid reflux. Fucking confused. My iron meds and vitamin D meds work like that. Yeah! Okay, let's see where we at. What do we got? What do we got? Oh yeah, we got our new hot room. Alright, well. It's normal, so it's not... There's no... There we go. Hello. Hi, here you are. Take care of the shipment, please. I want the one on top. Okay. Hazelton, huh? It is fragile. Got some stamps. Thank you. Sunny Shores, huh? It is so cozy. I absolutely love it. 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. This is that one. Yeah, you just sort mail. And you put stamps and stickers on. There's no timer, no nothing. It's just sorting and having fun. Cozy and kitties. So I have seen other people play this game multiplayer, and it looks a lot more... It looks a lot more chaotic with more people. Like, it probably works so much faster, but, like... Alright. It just looks like it would be... frustrating. Because of, like, how many... people doing everything. It's like, where it was sorting and everything. I don't know. It's just easier when I know where everything is. Doo-doo. A-doo-doo. Alright. You just go in here. It's fragile and it's going to Fort Windy. That would be a lot of people, a lot of stuff Kitty Boy wouldn't keep track of the way he wants to. Exactly. Hi, I hope you have someone to help because it's heavy. My parcel is cube-shaped. Okay. Close. Not it. Nope. Okay. big cube, huh? This one. Thanks. Have a nice day. Hello. Can you take care of that? I can try. Kiki is going to Sunny Shore, or is in Sunny Shore. Another fragile one. Nope, I want this. Yep. I also love that the cursor's a cat paw. Makes things adorable as hell. Ah. Sunny. Oh, wait. I can leave this over here for now. Thank you. You're welcome. Right, another Sunny Shore. Candy paw. Yes, exactly. This one is in need of a heart. Two stamps. Alright. We'll put the heart one over here because we can't do anything about it today. We have to do it tonight. Or during the day, I guess. We have to take care of that at night. And it is daytime. Okay, that is a fragile package. Oh my god, it's even more. Okay. You are just a regular package. You just go over here. There. Ooh, cold package. There we go. Front. Oh. Makes it easier for sorting so I can see. Alright. We got another one up there. We got a hazelnut. No issues. Regular hazelnut. Crescent. There now. Okay. Any in here? Yes. Ooh, got further in that one. Looks like it's just regulars, so we can put it over here. Doo-doo. 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 Alright. We got all the stuff in there, right? I'm excited to see what's in there. Obviously, it's a new room, but like, and it's a light room, I think. Since the moon one is the dark room, but I'm making assumptions. Hello. Can you take care of that? But I don't wanna. Ragnar, Crescent Bay. Nothing special. It is semi-heavy. Alright. 2, 1, 2, 3, and... Careful with it. Bye. Okay. Ooh. Hot and needs a button. So hot has a button. I know, right? 2. So this goes in the hot room, but I have to remember that it exists so I can find a buddy for it. And this guy is just regular. But you... Anything? Unless it has, like, an underlying, like... story? So, like, you took this over from the previous male cat, but the male cat... Or the previous, like, post cat... The male post cat... Post cat. The... Post office cat. That's it. You took this over from the previous post office cat, but they didn't show up for your first day to teach you how to do everything. And nobody's seen him. So, like, the ship captain, right? He says that he hasn't seen him since. And that he asked his friends about the post officeman cat. And none of his friends remember his friend. The previous one, so... It's not that we get abandoned. I think something happened to the other cat. Oh no, I just threw that on the floor. Oh no. I hit the wrong button. My fingers were on the wrong keys. Alright, looks like it's just... So I think that the other one got, like, taken or something. But who knows? Kitty threw the parcel. Shh. It happened, but it's fine. Okay. I think I was testing gravity. Okay. Ooh, hot room. It's hot. It needs. Okay. So here, and then it's heavy one, right? Let's say a word. Higher up cats. Nothing? Okay. Okay, no, that's just a letter looking thing. Which I'm so glad that it's all parcels and none of them are like just actual letters because that would be a pain in the ass. This is a hot room item. It's going... It is going to the hazelnuts. Wish I had like a... I wish we could like choose what was in these. Like, I understand we can't. But I wish we could like move some of these around, potentially. I would probably not move it around after asking for it. But... A heavy boy. Be interesting. Because, like, usually with incremental games, you have some sort of, like, level system and whatnot, right? Where you're able to, like, get faster at things or otherwise, which I wouldn't do because this is a cozy, like, relaxing game for me. But, like... Meow? What's up? It's for my wife. Jet Golden Tooth. Be cautious, it's a fragile parcel. Jet G. Okay, not any of those. Nope, okay. He said that it's fragile, but I don't have... Did this one's fragile sticker get removed? Maybe? Okay, well, we'll try this and see if this is right. Thanks, have a nice day. Yeah, its fragile sticker is just gone. So we eat the parcel. No, we don't eat the parcel.
Wow.
Good day. My name is Teddy Ankle Bitter. Special sticker with a dog. I know the dog. I know this. I know it. I know it. See? It's Tentacle Panther. Thanks. Have a nice day. See ya. Hello. How do you do? Have you stored my dark package properly? It's a small box. Small dark box. So this is a box and it's small. Otherwise, it's that rectangular parcel. I'm gonna see if this is right, and if not, then I will go get the thing. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Anyway. What's up? It's for my wife, Hazel Litterbox. Oh my god. Yes. It's like someone said it, last name Toilet. Hello, yes. My name is Garrow Toilet. Gerald Toilet. That works, yeah. I hope you have someone to help you because it's heavy. Hazel L. Oh, there you are. There you go. Have a nice day. It is time for the Cap'n. Wait 1 second, Cap'n. I've got some packages to sort here. I'll get to you in a second. This is a hot room, and it's going here. Oop. Right. Here we go. Oh! Cold for the hazelnut. Hi, Captain. I'll be there in a second. I got some other packages. Sorry, I'll be just a moment. Hazelnut package. It's time. General. Oh my god. Cold. Yep. Ooh. Oh, hot room. It's not a hot room. Damn, we a short cat. Yeah, we are. We are a short king. And you just generic dude man, bro. It's fine. That's fine. We like the generic dude man bros. Short king, hell yeah. I am not short. I'm in that like weird zone of like, ah yes, I am not tall, I am not short, I am just average. Although I am tall for someone who was born female though. Oop, dark room. A dark room going to the this one. Average. Yes. Oh, no. Gotta have you up here because otherwise you can't see it. I'm 5'1", so tiny, but my nan is 4'10", which is cute. Aww! Yeah, I am, so I sit in a wheelchair, so I don't know how tall I am then. But when I am fully standing, I am... I want that frog sticker, man. I'm 5'10" or 5'11", depending upon how tall the person is that is taking my measurements. Bullfrog when standing tall enough, yeah. But I'm nothing on Azure. Azure's tall as fuck. He's 6'4". Tall, pale, and very handsome. Got long dark hair, though. I have been informed that my husband, who has black hair now, had blonde hair until high school. I don't believe it, but his mother is going to find the picture books and show me. So, I will believe it when I see it. We got an ad break coming up here. Blonde lies. I know, right? I was blonde until I was in not middle school, elementary school, like 2nd grade. But I progressed into my. You remember being kind of sandy brown hair for a lot of your youth? I mean, fair. So I had blonde hair up until like 2nd grade, and then my red started coming in. But I don't have red hair. I have like sandy blonde hair. So the red's there, but it's not prominent. But my facial hair has a lot of red in it. Like, it is very much a. Oh yeah, no, you are totally a redhead. Yeah, we got dark room with the. Okay. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm working on it. Yeah. I should probably work on this, but anyway, let me. We're gonna wait. Oop, here we go. We're gonna wait here because we have an ad break starting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the ad break. Because I'm not collabing, we can take the ad break all together. This gives you and me both time to get up, stretch, get something to eat, drink, rest our eyes from the monitors or whatever screen that you're using to watch the stream. And you know, we'll be back together to enjoy more of the cat mail game shortly. This will probably be the only ad break that I take, just because I have to be ready for my my MRI at 4 o'clock. So we'll see you guys all when we get back. Thank you. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, you enjoyed your little ad break. I am currently battling Mr. Kitty for my keyboard, so we're gonna hopefully not have any problems while we're gaming. See? Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? It's a big box. Well, it's a big box that is only that. It's just a big box. Good. So that means it doesn't have to be put anywhere special. Sir, you are being very risky right now. Oh, God damn it, Mr. Kitty. He stepped on the keyboard and opened a bunch of stuff. Hold on. Hello again, Jinx. Thank you for coming back from the ad break with us. Sir, oh gods. Okay. Hold on. If there's anything causing any weird noises or anything, I apologize. He's opened up a second of the sound program. Hopefully that didn't break anything. What was the other thing that happened? I saw something else flash on the screen. What was it? You're okay, buddy. What is wrong? Fine. I'll put you on the screen too, so that way everybody knows you're sitting here. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? I need to get a button again for putting Mr. Kitty on the screen. I used to have that button. But then I switched operating systems. Yes, Mr. Kitty. We have 5 cats, Jinxed. I don't know if you have been made aware of that ever, but we have 5 cats between Azure and I. What happens when you marry when 2 cats people marry. It's a vampire cat boy, I'm happy. Yes. So we have Mr. Kitty, Kiki Mora, which were my cats originally. those two are the youngest, Kikimora being the youngest, and Mr. Kitty being slightly older than her by like a month or 2 or 3, according to the doc or the vet. Just happy. Okay. And then we have Olive, which is a black cat, a very small black cat. We have Pumpkin, who's a very big, fat orange cat. And then we have Simba, who is an older tabby with like dark coloring. Simba is the oldest, Olive being second oldest, and then Pumpkin is between Olive and Mr. Kitty, but closer to Mr. Kitty in age. They're all over 5 or 6. Well, it has to be older than 6 because I had them when we got married. So Kiki and Mr. Kitty are at least 8 years old. And then everybody else is older than that by, you know, whatever margin. This is the dark room one, and it's Fragile. Okay. Dark. Fragile. There. But yeah, we do not normally, fat shame in this house, but Pumpkin has almost unalived himself while attempting to feed himself by choking himself out. So that boy, we do occasionally fat shame him for that. And there's no reason for him to like do that either. He absolutely loves food. He's always been fed. There's never been, like, a reason for him to fear. Like, he grew up with people. So, like, he never saw outside or felt want or need or anything like that. He just really likes food. He's also very smart for food-related things. Everything else, he's a typical orange cat. Okay, I need Sunny Shores and Port Windy. So these two, again. Okay. Well, we have... Wait. Do we have any really big packages? We do. We have these. And to be honest, we can all probably just shove all of these onto this here. So this can go here. Put that. Oh. There. Yes, I know, it's too tall. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It looks like we can put the rectangular ones there, too. So we'll have to find something. Do we have a heavy rectangular box? No. Oh wait, I can check in the other areas here. Do we have a heavy rectangular box? Oh. Port Windy. Oh, thank you. I don't really know what. Then like hold my. Okay. No, Mr. Kitty, you cannot have my cheese sandwich. Stop. Oh. This is my cheese sandwich. Sure. Ugh. What happened? Pick something up. Oh. There. Stop that, Mr. Kitty. Okay. We could totally make this the love boat. All of the, ones that need to have their friends with them, just all together in one spot. No. Oh, we could probably make this a little bit. Nope. It won't let me stack that high. Nope. Okay. I'm stuck! Oh. Oh. Okay, so I can potentially also... Oh, wait, no. Oh! One of these times I'm going to jump off and it's not going to end well. Because the one thing I haven't done is I haven't lost a package to the water. Which I really don't want to do. Alright, so we've got a smaller area here and a larger area here. Nope. Put this one. Because getting rid of the cold ones is also super helpful. Okay. Well. Getting rid of these is... Ahar! Sorry, I just love his, like, little noises. Or, yeah, the way he talks. Ahar! Welcome to the office, Azure. Now I gotta quickly remove him and eat my sandwich really quick. Oh. Well, welcome back. Your bestie's buying you some Overwatch. Nice. I didn't really get into Overwatch. It's not really my type of game. Mainly because those kind of games I prefer to play with friends. And not online. Like when I played WoW, I only liked playing it with like people that I knew. And I basically avoided any PvP stuff. I tried League of Legends once. The tutorial was like horrible. You should play Overwatch with your bestie and like tea and such. Yeah. Like I can totally see it being like a lot of fun. I just no thanks. That is one that is fragile and it is going where we're going. Oh, no, it is not. It is not going where we're going. That is the hazelnut. That's a heavy one. We can put this on the very bottom on that side. Okay. We're gonna put you over here. We're gonna pick up your friends. We're gonna put you back. Okay, so that is all the way over. That was what I was worried about, is now we've got this little spot here, which is gonna basically just be a spire of nothing. Oh, it's because this one is longer. Sunny Shores and Port. Yeah, Sunny Shores. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Is this the size that we need for that? Oh, no, it's a bigger one. Okay. We will leave this for a different time. Okay. We have the bigger box over there somewhere. Is this the size box? Oh, I almost fell. I almost fell in the water. I need to be careful with that. Okay, yeah, this is the appropriate size box. Alright, this is we have a heavy one. Okay. We'll do that. I think that's it. Because we don't have any small fragile boxes. We do have a small fragile box over here, though. We have 2 small fragile boxes. So this fragile box is going in on top of here. And this fragile box is going on top over here. Perfect. I think that's everything. I don't know where that one's friend is. Okay, you can go as well. So now I need to grab... There. No. Stop, Mr. Kitty. Alright. We're pretty well set up for everything. Thank you, Mr. Kitty. We literally are missing only the little spindly rectangle, or the square right there. And then all the rectangles on this part. So this spot here is all we're missing, which is pretty good, actually. Happen is leaving. How'd we do? We're so close to a level. Fuck. Alright, nighttime. First things first, we gotta check to see if we have new packages in these spots. Nope. And one here, though. 2 here. You are a fragile little friend. But you are. Wait, it was just fragile, right? fragile was there. I was like, did I put the fragile on? Dark room. All right, now it's time to find a friendo's friend. Over here. Oh, you're a big friend? Okay. Oh, well. That one is double love, I guess. Nope. What? Is square boxes not actually square? Is that what this is telling me? Fine. There. All right. Checking that nothing has spawned. Let's go.
Come on. No.
Right. Sunny Shores. It needs heat and love. Hello, Mr. Kitty. Welcome back. I'll put you back on the screen as you walk back over to Azure. It's fine. Fine. Parent loves you just as much, even if you're being mean and not, sitting next to me and hanging out with me. I get it. Might help if I actually find out the weight so I can put frickin' stamps on it. Oh, no. Hot parcel. Hot parcel, hot parcel. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Gotta figure out this parcel too, so I might as well do this real quick before I forget. No stamps for you. My brain almost failed at that, yes. Alright, that goes facing towards the other one. There. I'll know. Yep. It's just generic old. It's the way. Oh. Nothing special, just one there. Friend. Okay. Just making sure that it actually didn't have anything else on it. That's just what I need. Something that's supposed to stay hot in like a normal area or something. Alright. It is next 121. Let's go. Hi. This parcel's for my brother, Kenji. Be cautious, it's a fragile parcel. Alright, Kenji. There we are. Here you go, Kenji's sibling. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Small.
Hi, here you are. Take care of the shipment, please. Hazelton, huh? Got that hazel spread. Oh my god, it's cold and fragile. Cold. Fragile. Not very heavy. Should use a variety of stamps more so than just two. This one goes into the cold area. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Mm-mm. We're just gonna leave that as that then. I also realized while flipping through that there is another freaking location that we're gonna have to figure out where to put shit for. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's fine. Fine. Jesus. Just this. Oh, it goes in the cold area. Hazelnut. There we go. Hazelnut. Jesus, yes. Just normal parcel. Okay. Come on. It's like boys all over again. Hey. So, since I was younger, I was told that I have a Southern Belle style accent occasionally. I have no idea where it comes from. Don't ask. But the consensus is because I was raised unable to hear properly, I have a varying accent. We love the Southern Belle accent, though. I mean, it is. It's a great, like, very unique experiencing sound and whatnot. But, like, I'll occasionally say something and people will be like, where the hell are you from? And I'm like, Wisconsin, I haven't left. I never went anywhere. But when I'm tired is when you can tell I'm from Wisconsin. Because I'll say the phrases. All right. Let us continue before my brain forgets what I'm doing. Okay. Yep. Okay, just a generic hazelnut location. Windy City. Just generic Windy City. People say I have almost a Canadian accent to an extent. I'm British. Oh my god. Okay, so I could understand someone saying that I have a Canadian accent because I'm from Wisconsin. And Wisconsin and Minnesota are so close to Canada in how we speak. So it does not surprise, but like the only thing I could think of as to why a British accent would be misidentified as Canadian is because we both speak English. And so they both have like similar, base to it in the sense that like, but even then, like even French Canadians don't sound French. They sound French Canadian. So like, yeah, they're just people being confused. That's all. So fucking yeah, exactly. It's just, oh, where are you from? But like even people who are English have like varying accents to different degrees and the like too. Like, Maya sounds distinctly different than T, and I have some friends that don't stream anymore that are from England and they sound different. English British says one could be. Yeah, exactly. So like there's still regionally distinct differences, although you can kind of tell that everyone's from England. Whereas the States, it's just like, fuck it. Let's throw other languages in the mix. Make things more difficult.
Meow.
Hello, nice to see you. It's for my wife, Katie Fish Breath. Be cautious, it's a fragile pitch. I think. Cade. Cade or Katie? No, it's Cade. Yeah, Maya's Essex and I'm around London, so it's very distinct and interesting. Yeah. So one of my special interests for a long time was accents and how they develop. And besides the distinct accents that people have because of the different languages that we speak and all of that, their regional accents have a lot of variety and reason behind them. In the sense that, like, so, for example, countries that live next to each other. So, like, the reason that there's bleed over from Canada to, like, the states, Wisconsin and Minnesota is because people will innately try and talk like other people to make them easier to understand. So when you have a conversation with somebody, your accent will slightly change the longer you talk to them, because you'll find out what words do and don't work for them to hear you properly. So you automatically start correcting yourself to make it easier for them to understand you. Additionally, accents regionally are based on a variety of different factors, including the temperature of the region. So like in the States, the upper states tend to have a faster speech with a smaller mouth movement because it is colder here for most of the year. That basically makes it so that way we lose less heat when we talk, because we have the smaller mouth movement. It keeps the heat inside of our bodies. Whereas in the south of the United States, the accents are longer, drawn out, and they speak slower because it dissipates the heat that they deal with in the southern portion of the states. Probably what happened to me with my Minnesota friend at an extent. Spent 16 hours straight on the phone with her at some point. I can actually usually do that with someone. Yeah. So it's that merging of a combination of people wanting to understand each other and make it easier to be understood, as well as regionally. The regional portion of like the temperature and climate, those things take longer to develop. Just because it's more of like a trait that's kind of like brought on by the climate. That can take years to develop if you like move somewhere permanently. An interesting thing is there are accents that are so regional and so unique that they disappear because of variety of different things. So for example, there is I can't remember what they call it, but there's a phenomenon in the Southern Pole research centers that happen. They've actually done like testing with it them as well, where the different countries that go to the South Pole, when they send people there, the people that are in the South Pole and they interact with each other on a regular basis will create a unique accent because of the time in which that they spend together and their origin of their languages. So certain languages don't use certain structures of the mouth or vowel structures or consonant structures or inflections. So in order to bridge the gap, people will learn how to use words and phrases to make it easier for other people to understand them, especially when they're working in close quarters for months at a time. So those accents are only in existence for as long as those individuals are there. And then when they change for shift season, those accents dissipate because of the time that, they're no longer, in close proximity to each other. They go back to their original accents. And even with like the new seasons that come in, those accents will be different when they're done because of the group of people that are there. So even if part of the group stays and gets added to, the accent won't stay the same. It will alter. So I thought that was cool. That was just, an interesting experience that, I watched a video on. I watch a lot of documentaries. Greetings, I'm Cade Ironclaw. My package contains photographic materials. They have to stay in a dark room. And it's fragile. Okay. Cade I with fragile. Ah, there you are. So that's why the idea that prolonged space travel would have accents that are by station. So like if let's say you're on a ship and you would be on a ship for like 2-3 years, everyone on that ship would have an amalgamation accent that would be distinctly separate and different from even ships that are in close proximity to each other and interact on a regular basis. So the idea that two ships that may have origin in the same like original place, so like they may have been from, one of the ships may have been from, Earth, and then another ship, is from Earth like however many years later, those accents will develop independently even if they have the same groups of people on them, as far as like percentage of like English speakers to English speakers that first language or like some sort of an Asian language or, those kinds of things. Even if they statistically make up the same percentages, they would be different as well. So that's another. I think these things are cool. Doing so much shit. Okay. Have to be mindful, Garrow. Be mindful. Anything special? This one's a hot room. Wait, did that? Oh no! It said Chris. It said Chris. Constrained. I thought it said croissant, and I was very confused as to why I had a croissant sticker. Accents are such a cool concept to me. They're all so unique, no matter what way it's looked at. Yeah, and like on top of like all the like regional accent differences, there's also accents that are created because of like disabilities and stuff. So like my accent is unique because I'm partially deaf. And I have a issue with how I like process sounds, and so because of that, I say words differently. So one of the things that people like to make fun of me for, or at least did when I was younger, was the fact that the thing that you pour on your cereal that comes from a cow. That most people drink. I say and hear the word milk, which I am told is wrong. Because I inflect an E on the I location, but I don't hear anyone use milk any other way. So like when people say it, that's how I hear it. So it's interesting. And then, of course, there are, accents that are created by people's, like your accent can shift if you, go throw a piss at you or make fun of them. I mean, the thing is, like, the people that made fun of me when I was younger is very much not in my life anymore. The people that make fun of me now for it is just silly fun. It's just like, what? It's kind of like, when I ask Azure what color something is, because he's colorblind. And then he just says what? Because I'm deaf. But yeah, there's times when I'll ask him what color something is because I want to know what he sees it as for purposes of making it so that way, like, for example, I try and make my colors on my stream as contrasting as possible to prevent people from not being able to see. Just because, like I said, with Azure, he'll miss see a color or just not be able to read something entirely. Which, we don't really necessarily want that to be a problem. Ooh! Stamped 500 stamps on parcels total. God damn. I'm about to sneeze. What color is that? God damn it. Yeah, pretty much. Although usually it's more like, Azure, can you get me my blue shirt? And then he gives me like a purple one. Or like, he'd be like, hey, how do I clean this green blanket? I'm like, that's a gray blanket. No, it's green. It's very much gray, but I will tell you how to fix the blanket if you'd like. That kind of stuff. Yeah. What is the... Oh, upset ears. I'm like, what is that supposed to be? But yes, Pooja upset ears. Cold package. Pooja. Aha! I was like, it's the big one, I think. I thought it said something tears, and I was like, what the fuck? All right, yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, let's see. Ew, the parcel's for my mom. Her last name is Night Eyes. It's just a letter. Okay. Aha! Demi Night Eyes. Thank you! Bye-bye. More over here. Oh. Hello. Hi, I'd like to send that. Crescent Bay. Nothing special! And only 2 stamps. Oh, yeah. That's super easy. Be careful with it. Bye. Fort Windy, huh? Is hot. Needs to go in the hot spot. And it only needs 1 sticker. Okay. Hot. Yeah, and just 1 sticker. There we go. Oh, okay. So, how do I... Okay. I'm going to have to complete this section, and then I'll have to be done today. Just mainly because it is approaching the time in which that I need to start getting ready to go out of the house. So let me see. What do we got for time between the ads and now? So the ads are they're supposed to run in about 12 minutes. I think what I might do is I might run the ads early and then try and not speed run, but like get this done as quickly as possible so I can get to that ending save point. And then we'll raid out. So, we're gonna do that 3-minute ad break right now, a little bit early. This time you can take to get up, get something to eat, drink, stretch, rest your eyes from staring at the screen, whatever you need to do. And we will see you after the ad break or around 3-ish minutes. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed your break, and if you're not back yet, hopefully you come back soon. But let us get some stuff taken care of here. We gotta put this in the dark room. Dark, and it's for here. Ha. Alright, Steve is calm today. That it is. Anything special? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Jinx. Welcome back. Yourself. Right, you are just heavy. And it's gonna go over here, so I will know that it is from here anyway. Here. I don't know. This. Yeah. I asked the old pals about Charlie if they had heard any news. No one has heard of him. Something's not right. Is he saying no one has heard of him? Like, from him? Or no one has heard of him ever? Because that part, the second version is very scary to think about. Because that was my understanding originally, was that there was not... Like, they don't know... They have no idea who he's talking about when he's referring to his friend. Either is right. Yeah, that's true. No, this. Yeah, do that. Bring me parcels for Hazelton and Crescent Bay. Okay. You have nothing special. You're just here. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Let's see. We've got a heavy, dark package. Dark, heavy. I wish I had a cart. I'm sure the physics would be a bitch to like do, but like I wish I had a cart. I could just set stuff on and like push through. Be like, ah yes, this is a place I can set this here. As I go through and catalog the other ones. That is just this one. This is for in the hot room. Hot and hazel. This is a fragile one. Cat and our character would probably want to knock stuff off, though. Yeah, very much so. Oh boy, that would have been bad. This is a fragile one. There we go. Oh, that one's super easy. Just nothing wrong, or nothing but just here. Indie port. Ooh, fragile. This. that's all taken care of for now. Oh boy. You're just generic package. I like how he changes his mind about what the weather is like as he sits there. Just, the thing's calm. It's windy. It's this size. That. It's like, pick something and stick with it, old man. Ooh. We're getting closer. Oh, there's a gap here. Let's see. There, actually. There you go. Right. Both those spots are all done, so we'll go to here. Hazelton and Crescent Bay. Okay, so we need to go through these items and then those items. Let's see, do we have anything that goes to somewhere else? Hazelton. This is a heavy box. And then that. This. And then Crescent Bay. Oop. I like how they don't make me have a maximum amount. You're fragile. So you're fragile, but you are a big box. So I have to see if I can find another big box that I can put on there. Hey, we don't want to stick with it. Okay. Oh, I could do that. Put that here temporarily. We'll figure that out in a second. Okay. So we need a decently sized big box. I think this box is about the same size. Do I have a heavy big box? Those are things there. Nope. That's fragile box. Okay. We'll put this one down, and then we'll put the fragile one on top of it. That. Nothing can go on top of this. I have to constantly remind myself that nothing can go on there. No more there. We have... That one's fragile. Take this one because it's fragile, and I'm going to put it on top of the others. That one will be done, and I will not touch it again. Okay, now... we have these. Alright. We have a spot for this. We do. Is there any easier way for that? There! Ha-ha! There. Or... and then we can have another square box one there. Ha! Oh. We can figure that out. We'll make it work. Pro parcel sort of. I'm trying my best. We'll grab you. And you. And you. Oh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You. And you. But you are heavy. So I'm going to put these two together and bring them with me first. Better than I'd do. I've also been playing this game for over 10 hours now. So, it's not necessarily that you wouldn't do well. It's just I've had more experience with the game at this point. Okay. Was there any other? Yes. Yes, there is. Oh, and you're another heavy one. Fuck. We'll go grab these. Well, I'm gonna go in the dark room and grab the stuff I have from in there. And then we can have another one. I think I have a fragile one somewhere. Square fragile one? No? No. Oh, that's... it's regular. Let me grab some more squares. Well, we'll leave that for now. It will be fixed before he leaves. Oh, this is just a big box. Okay, I can potentially Oh, I can fit that on here. I think I might swap this one. And I shove that here. Oh, it doesn't work. What? It does. Okay. Cool. I should have. I'm fairly certain I have a bigger fragile container. Yes. Okay. Can this go on top of here? Cannot. Well, that one is gonna just have to stay there then. That is a heavy one. Go over here. This over here. There. Oh. Move this over here. I've got that really heavy package that's over here. Yes. We'll shove that down over here. There. That's heavy, which means it can't be anywhere else. We have another parcel that's light, potentially. Fragile. I can shove on the top. No. It's not going there. Not going there. Aha! Fragile. Fragile. Yes, it's actually a reference to a movie I was forced to watch a lot growing up. And by forced, I meant it was on every year on Christmas, and they just let it run on. So in the States, there is a movie, and it is called Christmas Story. And said movie is on 24 hours on a channel for Christmas every year. And my dad's side of the family very much enjoyed putting that on in the background as a family tradition and letting it run every year. So in that movie, the father is obsessed with, you know, like, looking good as far as, like, having money and all that kind of stuff is concerned. I will fix that in a second. Oh, it's still working. Okay. Christmas movie lore. I mean, it's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it was necessarily lore, but, like, basically, A Christmas Story, the father in the story is very much about looking good in front of other people. So what he does is he spends a little bit of his money, the father anyway, and he the father buys a lamp, and the lamp is a lamp that looks like a lady's leg with inside of a high-heeled shoe with fishnets, and the top of the lamp looks like a skirt. So it illuminates the entire leg and all that kind of stuff, right? And he's so proud of this purchase that he's made. And it comes in this big-ass crate, right? Because it is, like, lady-sized, right? And on the outside it says fragile. And he's like, oh, you know this is, like, expensive and you know, high class because it says fragile on it. It must be French for fragile, or something like that, right? And to give you an idea as to how much of a tradition this movie was in my father's family, my family bought a scale version of that lamp, and each year a lot was drawn by the different like families. So like all of my uncles, there was like 9 kids between my father and all of his siblings. So each one of the adults that like had a household, right, they each had their name put in. And then when the kids got old enough that they were in their own apartments and houses and stuff, their names got added. And whoever won the thing, they had to display the lamp in a window in their home. And if they were caught without displaying it in their window in their home during the year, they had to basically buy a second one. And basically they would have to have it sit in their house for a whole another year, and then the next person had to, like, the next one they bought and stuff. Yeah. So it was mainly because they wanted people to be like, yeah, no, you win it, so therefore you gotta have it outside so that people can see it as a talking point and something, stuff like that. There was one year that my uncle, who lived like 3 hours away from everybody, got it. And he never put it out, except for if he knew family was coming. Because you don't drive 3 hours on a whim, right? People know that that's what's happening. So he just never had it out. But nobody proved it. Or no one could prove it, This one is a heart one that goes in there. Smart. Yeah, it is. But, like, it's also very, like, niche because, like, who else is gonna do that? Okay, you are just warm, so I do this. There, together. But yeah, so that's why it was such a okay. It was such like a big thing. It was such a huge thing in my family to just watch this movie. So that's why every time I see the fragile thing, I say fragile, because that's what's in my brain, is just this thing that is from my childhood. Yeah. Okay, I think this is all I have. I don't think I have anything else that I can put in here that is from the locations in which that he is going. Because those are for here, which I'll... easier to remember. These are not for there. These are not for there. That's not for there. That's not for there. This we really cleaned out here. That is for there, but it's fragile and I can't put it on top of anything else. Because I don't have anything that long. Nope. Nope. I should probably put that down here so that way I don't accidentally put it on top of something. Nope. These two are nopes. Everything's too tall. Yeah, we're going with that. And then there's nothing in there for it, and there's nothing in here that can fit. So we are done. Which, to be honest, that cleared us a lot of space. Let's check to see how we did with our shift. Hells yeah, we got a new unlock. No! It's the new location! Okay, so we now have a new area that we can send to, which means we will probably have to go through the process of sorting things again and making a new spot. But that is the end for me today. I have a MRI that I have to prep for that is in an hour, and too many locations. I'm fairly certain that there is one more location after that. So we've got this location, this location, this location, this location, this location, and this location. There is also this. And then it begins the product types. So I have a feeling we have one more location after that one. But yep, it's just an MRI of my wrist in the hopes that we get some answers with what's going on. So we will do this again later. Yeah, that one's going to be up in the mountains. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're doing, if I will be playing again after I get home. I am in love with this game, and I just want to keep playing it. But I will also, I mean, it really depends on how I feel after the MRI. But I hope that you guys had fun. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, time zone, whatever it may be. And I will see you guys whenever I see you next. If it is not today, it will definitely not be tomorrow, because tomorrow I have evening obligations, and I don't want to risk streaming earlier in the day and not being able to participate in the obligations that evening. So let me see if I can find somewhere to throw y'all. I'm trying to find someone else who's like vibing the same. And throw me at the parcel. Like that parcel. Yeah. It's actually the first parcel I've thrown in the game, and it was on accident, so it's even better. Let me... Still trying to see... I have so many people that are alive that it's just... I'm still scrolling. Yeah, I don't really know of a place that anybody's, you know, also got a similar vibe, but... I'm gonna throw you guys at T. Because T is vibing while he plays. It looks like solo Warhammer 3. I love hanging out here. As you know, we all love T because we go hang out with him on a regular basis. So I'm going to set it so that way we can raid over there. I can act buttons to work like it's supposed to. But yeah, feel free to grab a raid message if you would like. And we will start that raid on over to T. Make sure to show him lots of love. And if for some reason you are not a follower of T, I would highly recommend doing so. Even if you don't like the game he is playing, it is a wonderful community and a great place to be. And I know that you'll have fun. All right, we'll talk to y'all later.